Hi folks, this is Peter at the Shalom Peace. Voila! Of course, I'll be reading some scripture. Today we're going to talk about the diet that we keep that is kosher. And I'm just going to throw in there right now that we do this diet to remind us of our love to God, of our separation to God. It isn't about, oh, I'm going to be more healthy than you. It's not about, because I eat these foods because they're going to be more healthy and more safe. It's not about that. It's about, in fact, it doesn't even give us a reason except for that, it tells us to eat these things and that we will be set apart. So let's talk about fish real quick. And I'm just going to glance on that for a second and we're going to keep going on the diet. So here we go in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9. Leviticus 11:9. Eza toishlu michol esher b'mim chol eshelo. Now here's the parts. Basically, I'm going to read that for you. This you may eat from everything that is in the water, b'mim chol eshelo, everything that has what? Senipir. So these are fins and scales. V'cheses. So what is this? V'cheses. I think they say it really fast. And scales in the water, in the seas, b'meim, and the b'nechalim, and in the streams. So in the water, in the stream, in the seas, and in the streams. So if we're going to eat fish, it's going to need to have scales and fins. And with no further delay, why don't I just jump right into the fish? Want to see that? Watch this. Boom! I happen to have a Mediterranean bass, and it was given to me at a local market. I couldn't believe I found it. I thought I was going to pick up a salmon or which some people question is kosher, but I thought I was going to pick up a salmon or I would have to do like a trout or something local, but this is actually a Mediterranean bass. And so what I'm going to do today, and you'll see also, look at this. So here it is. We've descaled it because the method of cooking today is going to be grilling. We're going to be flipping this. So we took the scales off. That means we're running the knife backward on the fish, and they all just they flip off that way. Both sides, of course. Nice, beautiful color inside. Look at that. Looks really natural. It is a white fish. And one of the first things we're going to do is oil it. So we get our olio oliva. And now we're talking Italiano. This is olive oil. And I'm just going to get a little bit here. Go ahead and smear that. Get that sucker ready for grilling. I'm going to put some nice grill marks in there. And let's flip it over. Because I always flip my fish. I'm just kidding. Mike, I'm just kidding, buddy. Anyway, I got a friend who was recently showing how to pan fry fish, anyway. But in this case, you can pan fry fish with skin on. If you're doing it whole, you have to flip the fish. Unless you're, poaching it, I suppose, something like that. But anyway, so we got oil. Let's throw some oil inside. Got to do some oil inside, right? Boom. Can't be sparing with the oil. This is a important thing. All right. What we're going to do inside here is grab some salt. In Spanish, not Spanish, what am I switching to? I'm going to switch back to Hebrew. In the Hebrew, melech is also salt, which sounds very much like king, melech. So, melech and melcha, or king, or salt, well, they have the same root word, okay? One is spelled with a kaf and one with a chet. So the kaf is the king, and the chelet is for salt. Melech. All right, anyway, so let's do some garlic. This is granulated garlic. It's already dried. Let's throw some of that in there. Let's throw some tarragon right inside. Pow. Okay. Boom, boom. This is my spice tray. I like to set that up before I start cooking so that I know exactly where I'm going. we're gonna really throw some tarragon in here. Tarragon gives me kind of like a licorice flavor. Remember, I'm trying to go with a Mediterranean type of. I'm gonna get that out of your eye there, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna Mediterranean type flavors. So I'm going with garlic, olive oil, salt. I thought tarragon would be good. And later, you know what? That's good enough for the fish for now. Let's keep that dry because we want it dry when we grill. Let's talk about the sauce. Later on, I'm going to do this. Get a new towel here. So later on, I'm going to do a little bit of garlic. This is just going to be a drizzle over the fish when I'm done. And it's going to be, let's do a little mustard. This is just a regular Grey Poupon. Am I still in the frame? Yeah. So I'm going to do this, and we're just going to throw this whole, see this little sauce pot? I'm going to throw that right on the grill. It's going to heat this sauce up. Okay? And what else are we going to do? Oh, let's do some honey in there. This is some raw honey. And I'm just going to grab a bunch of that. So this is really just going to kind of glaze onto the fish, the Mediterranean bass. Okay? I'm going to get that on there. Yeah! Okay. And let's see, what else do you need in the sauce? You always need a little wine. This is going to be a white wine Riesling. It's an old bottle I had left over from a feast, I suppose you might call it. So I'm going to use a bit of wine there. Mix this up. Wine, mustard, garlic, honey. Okay, and we're going to boil that up a bit, and hopefully it'll reduce a little bit. If it doesn't, well, I'm going to throw some cream in there. I might have put a lot of wine in there, too much. That's okay. You can always boil that down, right? So that'll be a sauce later. Excuse me. And then, I'm going to garnish with an apple. I'm going to probably just dice that and garnish with an apple. And that'll be our sea bass. I'll give you some photos later of what it turns out like. And, oh, I wanted to touch back again. The reason we do this diet is to remind us of our separation from the rest of the world. It really does. Because man needs reminders. We need reminders. Why do I do this? This is a blue cord that I wrap around my wrist. It's commanded in the scriptures in Exodus, Numbers. It says, tie for yourself, so that you will have a reminder between your eyes. And I won't go into it. It doesn't say brow anywhere in Hebrew. It says between your eyes. So it's like a reminder when you're working. All of a sudden you see this thing before you. It reminds you of the Torah. That's why we have this diet also. We do this diet to remind us of who God is. That we are selecting to serve the creator of the heaven and the earth. Okay? That's why we keep a kosher diet. It's not because I'm better than you or, we're trying to look down on everybody else that eats whatever they want. It has nothing to do with that. It just means that we're called after a purpose, that we're seeking after the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen.